10 animals in the world that can instantly kill a lion. The number one is undoubtedly a master of lion torment. A lion has no chance against it. As the king of beasts, the lion is not only fierce in appearance, but also possesses explosive fighting power. Anyone who has witnessed a lion fight is undoubtedly amazed by its strength. It seems to be so powerful that it fears nothing. Its roar alone is enough to strike fear into the hearts of animals in nature. But did you know that lions are not invincible? There are many creatures in nature that it simply cannot afford to mess with. Some are small in size but can cause lions excruciating pain, while others can crush a lion's head. Today, let's learn about the 10 animals in the world that can instantly kill a lion. It will definitely broaden your horizons. Number 10. Tigers. If you say the lion is the king of beasts, the tiger will disagree. We're both ferocious beasts, so why should the lion be superior to me? The truth is, lions and tigers live in different habitats. One lives on the African savanna, the other in the Asian jungle. They rarely see each other. If they lived in the same area, they'd probably be fighting each other long ago. So, if a tiger and a lion were to actually meet, who would win? Some experts believe the tiger is more likely to easily defeat the lion, especially a wild Siberian tiger. Let's look at some data. A lion's bite force is approximately 450 kilograms. Left and right, that already sounds terrifying, but the bite force of a wild Siberian tiger is as high as 600 kilograms. That 150-kilogram difference is fatal in a life-or-death struggle. If they were to actually meet, a Siberian tiger could effortlessly bite through a lion's throat. Besides bite force, speed is also crucial. Wild Siberian tigers spend years hunting prey on the move. Their running speed and reaction time are significantly superior to lions. In addition, a tiger's claws are sharper than a lion's. Once they exert their strength, the killing power is terrifying. Some netizens joked that if a Siberian tiger really exerted its strength, a lion would instantly become a hello, a slang term for a lion. Kitty, of course, these are just theoretical analyses. In human history, experiments have actually been conducted, putting wild Siberian tigers and lions in the same cage to see who was stronger. The results were unexpected. The lion didn't dare fight at all, preemptively fleeing the scene. This shows that lions aren't reckless. They know better than anyone whether they can win. When life hangs in the balance, they don't care about the title of king of beasts. Survival is paramount. What's a mere title compared to life? Ninth place, porcupine. Compared to a lion, a porcupine looks like a tiny figurine. A lion's massive size seems capable of kicking it away with a single stomp. But if a lion actually did that, the consequences would be dire. A porcupine is only 63 to 81 centimeters long, indeed incomparable to a lion, but it has 30,000 to 50,000 strong quills. Hard quills, like tens of thousands of steel needles, protect this small body. When a lion tries to attack a porcupine, the porcupine instantly activates its defensive mechanism, raising all its quills until its entire body explodes like a cactus. This is a creature feared by all animals on the entire savanna. Being pricked by it can result in anything from bleeding to death. The pain of the quill piercing the flesh is enough to make these ferocious beasts grimace and howl in agony. These kings of beasts, though lions, are enormous but not agile. They cannot pull out their quills one by one like humans. Once pricked, they can only lie on the ground, repeatedly rubbing their bodies against the earth, trying to dislodge the quills. But some quills are too deep to be expelled, remaining embedded in the flesh like a thorn stuck in the skin. The quills never heal. Even worse is the environment. In the scorching heat of the African savanna, the wound will fester and ulcerate within days, leading to infection, suppuration, and fever. This entire process will leave the lion either dead or half dead. Many wild beasts have been worn down to death by porcupines this way. Therefore, in a fight between a lion and a porcupine, the lion has little chance of winning unless it can remove all the porcupine's quills. But as we know, that's impossible. Faced with such a quill-covered creature, the lion can only slink away and take a detour. This legendary king of beasts has thus been defeated by the porcupine. Such a victory is enough for the porcupine family to record in their genealogy and boast about for generations. 8th place. Hippos. Hippos, these seemingly clumsy creatures, actually possess an astonishing size in real life. A hippopotamus can weigh over 2 tons, equivalent to the combined weight of more than 30 adults. A lion standing next to a hippo looks like a tiny pet. Faced with the hippo's massive size, a lion's power is simply ineffective. Even if a lion were to actually fight a hippo, reality would teach it a harsh lesson. First, consider the physical attributes. A hippo's bite force is a staggering 1,400 kilograms, while a lion's bite force is only around 450 kilograms, less than the size of a hippo's scales. Although hippos are primarily herbivores and rarely fight other animals, if a lion were to provoke it, the hippo's immense strength would easily tear the lion to shreds. Second, consider its defense. A hippo's skin, over 5 centimeters thick, acts like a sturdy natural armor. No matter how hard a lion tries to bite, its teeth can pierce through it. The depth the lion could penetrate was very limited, unable to cause any real damage. A single stomp from the hippopotamus, however, would likely render the lion unable to rise. The lion's size was overwhelming, its bite force completely outmatched, its defense was on a completely different level, and its attack power was worlds apart. Facing an enemy dozens of times its size, all of the lion's advantages vanished. Its prized sharp teeth and claws were like toys before the hippopotamus. Ridiculous. At that moment, the only thing the lion could do was slink away in defeat, praying it wouldn't encounter such a powerful opponent again. The title of King of the Savannah was best left unmentioned in front of the hippopotamus. 7th place, the brown bear. After being humiliated by the hippopotamus, the lion turned to its lifelong nemesis, the brown bear. Brown bears can weigh up to 1,000 kilograms and stand over 2 meters tall, making them among the largest animals on Earth. Large predators like brown bears can unleash a force of up to a ton with a single slap. To put that into perspective, a lion's full-force strike only weighs a few hundred kilograms. It simply cannot withstand such power. In terms of physical attributes, a lion is no match for a brown bear. Of course, some lions refuse to accept this and insist on proving themselves to be the true kings of the savannah. And so, tragedy struck. On a vast savanna, a bear lion menacingly approached a brown bear. Sensing danger, the brown bear immediately spread its legs. The lion lunged forward, using all its strength to subdue the bear. The brown bear, however, was not to be outdone, raising its massive paw to retaliate fiercely, determined to teach its opponent a lesson. The lion, seasoned on the savannah, clearly underestimated the brown bear's fighting prowess. The paw struck the lion squarely. The immense force snapped the lion's spine. The once majestic king of the savannah collapsed instantly, writhing in agony. Had the bear followed up with a kick, the lion would have had no chance of survival. Ultimately, the battle ended in a complete victory for the bear. The bear proudly strode away, while the lion lay in a pool of blood, shedding tears of pain and regret. The world praises the lion's incredible fighting prowess, but nature has no immortal generals. This fierce struggle is a microcosm of countless tragedies in nature. The law of the strong ruling over the weak is always cruel, even for lions. Even the noble lions cannot escape it. 6th place, silverback gorilla. Also known as the gorilla, the silverback gorilla is the largest primate in the world. Its height is similar to a human, but its weight is much greater, reaching up to 350 kilograms, equivalent to the weight of 5 or 6 adults. The silverback gorilla is a king among animals. Lions have no chance against it. Adult silverback gorillas have virtually no natural predators. They seem like born boxers, capable of delivering a punch with a force of up to 2,000 kilograms, more terrifying than a brown bear's paw, enough to instantly kill a lion. A netizen recorded an incident at a zoo where a silverback gorilla, provoked by humans, shattered the surrounding tempered glass with a single punch. The lions nearby couldn't do such a thing. Was it because they didn't want to? Of course not. It was because their fighting ability couldn't keep up. This punch perfectly illustrates the difference in fighting power between them and the silverback gorilla. Although lions are agile, silverback gorillas are, after all, primates. They possess superior intelligence and strike swiftly. Before the lion could even react, the silverback gorilla's fist had already landed on its face. In an instant, the lion collapsed to the ground, unable to use any of its abilities, and could only kneel and beg for mercy. Is the lion destined to be suppressed by the silverback gorilla? Judging from the timeline, the silverback gorilla could easily win a daytime battle, but in a nighttime contest, the lion would undoubtedly prevail. The silverback gorilla's eyesight is similar to humans. It can see clearly during the day but lacks night vision. The lion, however, is different. Its night vision is significantly superior to that of the silverback gorilla. Regardless of the terrain, the lion can use the darkness to conceal itself and strike unexpectedly. A sneak attack from behind. 1 step and it comes twice. 2 steps and it comes 3 times. Repeatedly, it will eventually bring the silverback gorilla down. This tactic is risky, but the chances of success are high. Whether the lion can avenge its previous defeat depends on this attack. 5th place, African buffalo. The African buffalo is known as a widow-making machine. Behind this name are countless lives taken by them, Lessons learned in blood. Cases of being harmed by buffalo in the animal kingdom are numerous. Don't be fooled by its seemingly harmless appearance. Lions are incredibly ferocious. Even lions tremble before it. The African buffalo is the largest herbivore on the African savanna. A type of fish, the buffalo can reach a height of 1.7 meters, a body length of 2 to 3 meters, and a weight of 700 to 900 kilograms. More than 3 times the size of a lion. This natural size difference means the lion has little chance against it. Moreover, the buffalo possesses a unique skill: its 2 large hooves. If angered, it will use its sharp horns to violently fling a lion away, sometimes even piercing its body. The buffalo's hooves are bent into a sickle shape, making them extremely effective at killing opponents, capable of piercing deep into the belly. African buffaloes are not only incredibly strong, but also possess a keen sense of smell and vision. A clever lion might try to ambush from behind, but a sudden turn of the buffalo's head will terrify the lion. Before the lion can even formulate a strategy, it will be pinned down. Even more deadly is that buffaloes live in herds. If one is in danger, the rest of the herd will charge. If the lion cannot react within seconds, after the battle they can only wait to be trampled into mincemeat. But the buffalo meat is delicious, making lions drool. For this delicacy, lions have to lie in wait, like modern-day lionesses. Once a buffalo is alone, the lion leads its pride to attack, using the strength of the group to restrain it, or to hunt the old, weak, and sick within the herd. Buffalo herds have a strange phenomenon. They don't respect the old. They only give birth once every 5 years, showing great care for their young, but showing disdain for older buffalo, often driving them out of the herd. This survival rule, though cruel, is key to their survival. Survival of the fittest is an unchanging law of nature, which no one can change. This is also a key factor in lions choosing to prey on the old, weak, and sick buffalo. Fourth, African elephants. Many enormous creatures inhabit the natural world. Among them, African elephants are undoubtedly the most striking. They can reach heights of around 4 meters and weigh up to 13.5 tons. They are truly walking behemoths. Such immense weight and massive physique make their fighting power absolutely overwhelming. If a truck charging at a lion might not even knock it down, an African elephant charging at it could instantly obliterate it. Lions' most effective hunting method is to pounce on their prey and bite its throat to kill it. But this method is almost useless against African elephants. Their necks are covered with thick muscles and coarse fur. A lion's small teeth simply cannot penetrate them, let alone strike a vital spot in a short time. Animal battles often happen in an instant. If you can't take down your opponent within the first 3 seconds, then you have no chance afterwards. An opportunity has presented itself. If the lion fails to deliver a fatal blow to the African elephant, the elephant, once it reacts, will use its massive body to pin the lion down and crush it. African elephants will also use their bodies to pound their surroundings, creating vibrations to enhance their sensory abilities. This is their unique detection method. Even if the lion hides, they can easily locate it through the ground vibrations. If any fearless lion insists on fighting an African elephant, it probably won't see the sun rise tomorrow. Faced with such an opponent, the lion has no reason to continue fighting. Losing is losing. There's no shame in it. The best of the 36 stratagems is to flee. Therefore, in the face of an African elephant, running away is not cowardice but wisdom. Third place, giraffe. If asked who would win in a fight between a giraffe and a lion, many would probably vote for the lion. After all, giraffes look very gentle and seem only for show, lacking fighting power. But scientists have discovered through numerous observations that giraffes are actually no less powerful than lions. While humans focus on the giraffe's long neck, its limbs are its most formidable feature. The giraffe's leg strength is astonishing. Even horses are no match for them. When running, the giraffe's legs bend to a certain extent, making them spring-like, incredibly fast, and with tremendous impact. It's impossible for a lion to outrun a giraffe. It's even more impossible for a lion to ambush a giraffe right under its nose. When a lion stealthily approaches a giraffe, assuming it won't be noticed, it doesn't realize that the giraffe, with its superior height and extremely wide field of vision, has already keenly sensed the lion's approach and is ready to fight. A giraffe's heart can pump blood to a height of 10 meters. This unique structure makes its brain extremely agile and its energy abundant, like a top student constantly working on problems. It's easy for a giraffe to devise a way to deal with a lion. When the lion probes further, the giraffe suddenly turns around and uses its powerful legs to kick the lion aside. Then it stomps on the lion relentlessly, not stopping until the lion is bleeding profusely. When the once ferocious king of beasts is trampled underfoot by a giraffe, many are stunned. But this is reality. Animals have their natural predators, and the giraffe, with its sharp reflexes and powerful legs, has once again defeated the lion. Seeing the lion fleeing in panic, don't you also feel a sense of awe for the giraffe family? Second place, Nile. The animals mentioned above all have some degree of territorial conflict with lions, either due to similar size or frequent encounters. But many people probably wouldn't believe that the Nile and the lion could be natural enemies. After all, one lives in water and the other on land, seemingly unrelated. In fact, the Nile and the lion have a close relationship. They've disliked each other for a long time. Although the Nile lives in the water and doesn't directly interact with lions, lions occasionally go to the river to drink. If a lion accidentally violates the Nile's territory, it will not only see the Nile's fierce eyes, but also be drawn into a tense atmosphere. The Nile is known as the bully of the water, the largest crocodile in Africa. They are generally around 4 meters long and can weigh up to a ton, far surpassing lions in both size and strength. In the water, the Nile can easily kill African buffalo. Before the Nile, even a wild buffalo is nothing more than a meal. Its massive teeth can break the bones of most animals, making it a real-life, bone-crushing chicken. Once dragged into the water, even fierce land predators will be smashed into a muddy mess. Therefore, under normal circumstances, lions dare not easily provoke the Nile. They know that once they enter the water, they will surely die, even if they are desperate. When lions go to drink water, they are extremely vigilant, fearing the presence of Nile crocodiles. A lion might dare to challenge a buffalo, but it would never dare to challenge a giant crocodile in the water. However, the Nile crocodiles are also quite pitiful. Although they are always considered natural enemies and are among the lion's most feared adversaries, the water is, after all, their territory. If a lion rashly enters, are they not allowed to retaliate? They can do whatever they want in their own territory. After all, their reputation as aquatic bullies is well-deserved. First place, Argentavis. Over 6 million years ago, a flock of invincible giant birds circled over Zhongxing City, South America. Their presence instilled fear in all local animals, even lions. If they hadn't gone extinct, the lions of this world would likely have perished. This is the Argentavis, one of the largest birds in history. When in flight, they were over 2 meters tall, weighed about 70 kilograms, and had a wingspan of up to 14 meters. Although enormous, however, this did not affect their flight. Their unique body structure endowed them with excellent gliding abilities. By utilizing high-altitude updrafts, they could easily soar through the skies. Even more astonishingly, they preyed on small mammals. Lions, vultures, and other large, powerful creatures were no match for their prey, and their bodies were among the largest of all birds. When a lion ran, the Argentavis only needed to flap its wings to swoop down within seconds, its hooked talons piercing the lion's body. Once the lion was bleeding and exhausted, the Argentavis would feast on its hard-won meal. The lion was the king of the savannah, and the Argentavis the king of the sky. When these two kings met, who could contend? However, whether they could ever meet has been a subject of debate in the biological world. Some experts believe that lions originated about 124,000 years ago, while the Argentavis lived about 6 million years ago, a vast time span. Furthermore, the Argentavis was only distributed in South America. There are no traces of lions. However, some experts believe that the Argentavis magnificens may have lived until 100,000 years ago before going extinct. During this time, it may have encountered lions and engaged in battle. Data analysis suggests that the Argentavis magnificens was more likely to win. While the truth remains unknown, the threat posed by this aerial monster to lions is undeniable. Although lions are lions, and lions are the king of beasts, nature always has its checks and balances. Many animals can kill lions, each using its own abilities to defend its territory and the dignity of its species. To survive in the harsh natural world, one must maintain a long-lived status. Well, that's all for this video. Which of these 10 animals that could easily kill a lion impressed you the most? If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends so you don't miss any of our videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.